Yeah. She just doesn't like.
Ready? All right. So the heart inside the body is rotated and angled, right? So this is how it sits in the body. You want to stand over here so I can draw it at the same time. So when you look at the electrical system of the heart, right? You have the SA node. Have you learned this yet? So this is the SA node right here. You have the AV node. You have the bundle branches, left and right. You have the Purkinje fibers, right? So this is... So the electrical pathway goes from the SA node to the AV node, down the bundle branches, and through the Purkinje fibers. So it goes down this way, and then it goes back up that way to the top of the ventricles, okay? When you look at the limb leads, so you have right arm, left leg, right leg. Okay. So the limb leads read from limb to limb. Okay, so from right arm to left arm is lead 1.
That's what happens only.
And you remember that because there's 1 L. Okay? From right arm to left leg is lead 2. You remember that because there's 2 L's. And from left arm to left leg is lead 3. Why? Because there's 3 L's. Okay. I will.
Come here, Owen. We'll play with trucks in here.
I'll go get Daddy. Okay, so those are the limb leads. The thing about lead 2 is it goes directly down the electrical pathway of the heart. Okay, so the electrical pathway, SAAV, bundle branches, Purkinje fibers, this pathway goes directly down the rhythm of the heart. Okay, so this is where you get the classic P wave, the QRS, and the T wave. Okay, because the P wave is going to be this initial positive. So this is negative to positive is how it reads. Right, this is where these arrows are going. So this first positive inflection of the P wave is because it's going in a positive direction from the SA node to the AV node. That's the P wave. The QRS is because it goes up and down because this goes positive to negative, right? So that's why there's a positive and then a negative and then back to baseline. And then the T wave is the repolarization of this, right? So you have depolarization, which is the initial electrical kind of surge, and then repolarization is when it relaxes again. And the P wave, you don't see the repolarization of it because it's hidden inside the QRS because it's so much less electrical than that. The other leads that you have that you're looking at with an EKG are the AVR, AVL, and AVF. So right, left, and foot. Okay. Now, these read from a center point on the inside of the heart, or the inside of the leads, right? It picks a center point, and they read out to them. So it reads out this way to AVR, this way to AVL, and this way to AVF. So when you're looking at changes, you're looking at changes in those directions, from a negative to a positive, positive, positive. Okay? The V leads, change colors. So when you put an EKG on somebody, you do V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, V6. These also read from the same sort of center point out to those directions. Okay? Okay. So the important thing about these leads is you have the left ventricle right here. I'll teach you too. So this is the left ventricle. The left ventricle is the area that's most prone to ischemia. So these V leads here are going to read the left ventricle. Okay. The coronary arteries come out of the aortic root. Thank you. Which is here, out of the left atrium. Right? So you have the left coronary artery and the right coronary artery. The left coronary artery becomes a circumflex, and the left anterior descending aorta, or the left anterior descending carotid. The right coronary artery has a marginal branch. The left coronary artery is more about the pump because it feeds the left ventricle. The right coronary artery is more about the electrical systems because it feeds the SA node and the AV node. So when you're looking at where the right ventricle is, or the right coronary artery is affected, you're looking at this direction. That's so handsome. Sirsha!
Sirsha!
Right.
Right.
So, if you're looking at inferior, right, you're looking at 2, AVF, and I think 3. Right, because you're looking at the bottom of the heart when they talk about inferior. And lateral, you're looking at the side, you're looking at V4, 5, and 6. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You can keep that. So another thing though with the RCA, so electrical, so you're going to see bradycardia or heart block.
Oh, hi. I'm one of my blue
If someone's having a right-sided MI.
Thanks.